The highway empties into a town that forgot how to be kind. We arrive after daylight is already tired. The gate to Willowmere Asylum yawns open like an unanswered memory. The camera is heavy in my bag. Do not call this brave.
3 friends, 1 missing girl.
Malik says we are only filming proof. Jana says this place smells like old bleach and bone. Marcus says keep the light low. Theo says do not touch the doors that still creak. I have worked nights before. I have a channel that pays rent. I have sympathy and a camera and a habit of looking where people tell me not to look. The lost camera is not mine. We find it in a locker behind padded foam. It is an old Super 8 with a leather strap and a cracked viewfinder. A roll of unlabeled film is still inside. On the strap, someone tied a small brass hospital tag. The tag has a name that is not in any file. There is a rhythmic detail that keeps the place honest. The ward clock ticks once and then loudly again. It is a thin, steady sound like a pulse. We joke at first. We film the peeling wallpaper and patient art that looks like eyes. The child-sized shoes in the corner make Jana breathe flatter. Marcus hums old gospel under his breath to keep the dark out. I set the frame and the camera catches what we do not see yet. I film a corridor that always seems a few degrees colder. I do not notice at first that the camera in my bag is recording on its own. The footage begins with a step. The anomaly is small and patient. A Polaroid slips from a shelf and lands face down. We call it luck. Jana bends to pick it up and says it is empty. Marcus says it has a wet smell like rain left in a cup. We laugh, but it is thin. The camera in my hand blinks red, though I did not engage it. It does not take a picture. It simply decides to record us deciding to laugh. We slice our way through the place on low light. The old intercom in the nurse's station crackles with static and then hums our names with a voice that is not a voice. I tell myself I forgot to change the batteries. I tell Malik we are tired. I tell Jana everything will be fine. The intrusion grows teeth. A corridor door that we closed earlier is open again. There is a smear of something dark on the jamb like a thumbprint that pressed and ran. Jana says I heard someone humming the lullaby my mother used to sing. Theo says there is a shadow at the far end, but it is not human. Marcus says no, I have been a janitor here, I know the sound of rats and pipes. The smell changes. It is not only rot this time. It tastes metallic in the back of my throat like pennies or old keys. The film in the found camera begins to warp. Frames blink as if skipping over memory. We review footage on my small monitor. There is an extra figure walking in the background of a shot that was empty when we filmed it. The figure tilts its head in a way that makes the light fall wrong. I feel chills crawl up into my scalp like small insects. The camera picks up a whisper that does not belong to any of us. It is syllables that hang between breaths. Malik says, "Who is there?" No answer that is human follows. The breach finds a place to sleep inside our skin. We find a patient room with metal beds and a stuffed rabbit with one glass eye. The rabbit is the unique object that will not leave us alone. Its fur is matted and it smells like hospital air left in a drawer. On the pillow is a Polaroid sticky with fingerprints and a date written by hand in cramped letters. The handwriting matches the tag on the Super 8 strap. Jana touches the photo and the elevator moans and stops on a floor that does not exist on the board. The camera footage accelerates and shows a woman running down the hall. She is the girl who vanished months ago. The frame is jittery and then still. She looks at the lens and mouths something without moving the jaw. Marcus says, She is saying keep going. Theo says, she is saying stop now. I do not hear words. I taste iron. The girl in the footage reaches for the rabbit in the bed, and then everything cuts to black. Our own footage shows us standing in the doorway as if we had always stood there. There is a knock from inside the wall. A voice that is not layered with malice only says it's already with you. I drop the Super 8 on the floor and it rolls and clicks like a sleeping thing. We decide to leave with the found camera and all the proof. We sprint to the van under a sky that has forgotten stars. The camera records our feet and then a hand from the darkness that is impossibly pale presses to the glass of Malika's window. Jana screams and it is a sound that keeps the roof of the sky from falling. We hit the engine and the van coughs to life. We think the motion will displace the place from us. We believe momentum will be a ward. We drive and the town lights blur. The footage cuts between our faces and the road like a pulse. The Super 8 film reels spin in the bag and shed light like small moons. Then the van headlights illuminate a woman standing in the middle of the highway. She holds the rabbit. She is the girl from the asylum footage. She is perfectly still and perfectly late. We stop. She lifts her head and smiles with all the wrong teeth. She steps to the side and the van rolls like it has been told to. We swerve to the shoulder and park under a fluorescent sign that flickers and then goes out forever. Malik says we cannot go back. Jana says I thought we made it. Marcus says we are not the first to think that. Theo says someone took her camera for truth and the camera took something back. We unwrap the Super 8 and it hums like a hard underskin. I feed it into my viewer and we watch what we have become. The footage offers a small mercy. A sunrise like a lie brushes the edge of the horizon. We think it is done. We upload the footage later to a server that thinks it understands evidence. The video gets views and then comments that ask for timestamps. People demand explanation as if explanation can be a salve. The found camera uploads a single extra clip without asking permission. It is a shot from inside my bedroom while I slept. The rabbit sits on my windowsill. Its glass eye is warm. I play the clip and the girl from the asylum turns the camera on me. She mouths the line I knew would be famous. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. She lifts the rabbit and the film closes like a fist. I stand and find the Super 8 still warm in my hand. The light in my apartment is too steady now. There is a new tag on the strap with my name written in a script that I do not remember learning. The last frame is of the back of my neck. I touch the place and my fingers come away damp. The camera records the touch and knows the shape of what remains. It will not cut.